Mike felt deeply embarrassed by his elderly father. Every glance from a stranger made his cheeks burn with shame. He feared that being seen with his father would tarnish his reputation and lower him in the eyes of others. As they walked down the crowded streets, Mike quickened his pace, trying to put distance between himself and the old man struggling to keep up. Each step was loaded with guilt and resentment, as his father's worn-out shoes shuffled on the pavement. This wasn't just a physical distance, but an emotional chasm Mike believed necessary to protect his own image. Soon, this internal conflict would drive him to unforeseen actions, marking the beginning of a harrowing journey towards redemption. Join Mike on his painful voyage as he contends with guilt, learns the value of genuine love, and ultimately seeks forgiveness. Next, we'll see how the weight of his actions starts to unravel his world. One day on the pier, Mike could no longer bear the burden. As his father smiled unaware, Mike hesitated, his mind torn by conflicting emotions. Time stood still, with guilt and fear waging battle within him. In a sudden, irreversible act, Mike pushed his father off the pier into the cold, unforgiving water, ensuring no one saw. He was overwhelmed, a potent mix of shock and regret instantly setting in. As he walked away, heart pounding, the gravity of what he had done sank in deeper with every step. His father's confused and betrayed expression haunted him. Mike's own face mirrored his tumultuous feelings, a vivid tapestry of guilt, fear, and confusion. This moment of no return marked a drastic turn in Mike's journey, an encounter with the darkest part of himself. His world, once blurred by embarrassment, was now sharply defined by remorse. Stay with us as we unravel the consequences of this fateful act and explore how Mike comes to terms with the fallout in his quest for redemption. The road to redemption is fraught with challenges and profound realizations. As word spread through the town, the community was stunned by Mike's actions. Conversations buzzed with disbelief and judgment, casting a shadow of gossip and disapproval. Neighbors and friends whispered in hushed tones, exchanging looks of condemnation. Disapproving faces turned away, unable to fathom the extent of Mike's betrayal. His once quiet world now echoed with the sound of scandal and reproach, isolating him even further. The shockwaves of his deed reverberated, marking everyone who heard it. As we move forward, you'll see how this reaction shapes the next steps in Mike's tumultuous journey. On July 15th, Mike prepared a memorial for his father. Despite everything, he arranged flowers and lit candles, a solemn tribute to the man he had pushed away. As Mike set up the shrine, a wise elder from the community approached him. Observing silently at first, the elder finally spoke, his words heavy with sorrow. "To see you honor your father now, after what you did, strikes deep sadness in me." Mike's hands trembled as he listened, each word a painful reminder of his actions. The elder turned and walked away, leaving Mike amidst the flickering candles and the weight of his own guilt. With each moment, the irony cut deeper, and Mike was left with the harsh truth to ponder. Here, in his attempt to amend, the past couldn't be forgotten. As we move forward, you'll see how the journey of redemption continues to reshape Mike's life. As the colors of the evening sky began to fade, Mike and his friends sat on a park bench, enveloped in an air of quiet introspection. Breaking the silence, his friend gently asked, "Why did you do it?" The weight of guilt and remorse pressed down on Mike as he confessed, "I thought I was saving myself from embarrassment, but I only brought shame and regret." His voice trembled with the rawness of truth, leaving both men in poignant silence. His friend placed a comforting hand on his shoulder, grounding him in the reality of the moment. Mike's eyes scanned the distant horizon, searching for answers in the fading light of the day. The sunset, serene and beautiful, stood as a stark contrast to the inner turmoil he felt. In that moment, Mike's thoughts coalesced into a painful clarity. True honor isn't about concealing those who matter, but embracing them fully and openly. He realized that in his attempt to hide, he had lost sight of what truly mattered. The setting sun became a symbol of hope for the future, a reminder that even the darkest days can end in quiet reflection and the promise of change. Mike understood now, love and acceptance of those dear to us bring true honor, not the avoidance of imagined shame. As night approached, Mike's reflections turned into a silent vow, a commitment to live with a newfound understanding and to honor his father through his actions. not through a veneer of pride and decorum. This was his elixir, his gift of wisdom gained from the harrowing journey of guilt and redemption. Mike's path had come full circle. The lessons learned were deep and transformative. His conversation with his friend, under a symbolic sunset, marked the end of this chapter, but the beginning of a new, more honorable way of living. As we contemplate Mike's journey, let us remember, true love and honor are found in acceptance and the courage to be our truest selves.